Before we start, let's have a short prayer. Let's all bow down our head and pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin our lesson. Help our students and teachers to engage in meaningful discussion. Lord God, fill our hearts with joy, our minds with learning, our lessons with fun, and our school with love. Thank you for the gift of education, in any forms and in any ways, and may your grace be our guide, and may hope be their compass toward a bright future. We pray that through your divine guidance, our Lord. Amen. Welcome to Mathematics 9, Quarter 4, Week 7 to 8. Our most essential learning competency for this week are to illustrate laws of sines and cosines and to solve problems involving oblique triangle. So we will be focusing on the sine, cosine, and oblique triangles. Let's start with the law of sines. Let's now have the law of sines, but before that, let's define first what is an oblique triangle. So an oblique triangle is a triangle in which there is no right angle. In order to solve the triangle, we need to know the three parts of which at least one is a side. So in here, what is involved here in the law of sines is the oblique triangle. So ang oblique triangle, ito ay walang right angle. So for the past weeks, we just focused on the triangles which involves yung may mga right angle or yung mga right triangles. But now is, ang gagamitin naman natin is the oblique triangles. So, ibig sabihin ng oblique triangle, no right angle. Again, no right angle. Okay? So, let's start with the law of sines. So this is the law of sines. So we have here the sine A over A is equal to the sine B over B is equal to the sine C over C. So let's take note that there are four considerations na pwede natin gamitin in the law of sines or four reminders. So the first one is that the law of sines can also be written in the reciprocal form. So etong law of sines natin, pwede natin siyang isulat in a reciprocal form. So, ano nga ba yung reciprocal form? That is yung kabaliktaran niya. Just like this one. So, from sine A over A is equal to sine B over B is equal to sine C over C. Yung mga numerator natin is gagawin natin siyang denominator. And then, yung denominator is mapupunta siya sa numerator. So, magiging A is over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. So that's the first one. The second one is that the law of sines can also take several forms. So, in the law of sines, merong mga several forms. What forms are those? So, the first one is like this. Kung ang unknown is the A, so magiging A is equal to B sine A over sine B. Ma'am, paano po nangyari yan? So, ganito yon. Ang gagawin natin dito is yung multiplication form. Okay, so ang mangyayari, for example, si A yung unknown. So, gawin natin siyang, ayan, si A yung unknown, ayan, si A is equal to, syempre, for example, yung B yung involved doon. So, A, the unknown, and then cross multiplication. So, ang mangyayari is B, tsaka ito, B times sine A. So, kaya meron tayo ditong B times sine A. And then, the natira is, diba, si A over sine B. So, ito na yung magiging denominator. So, sine B. Okay? So, parang magiging A is equal to B times sine A over sine B. Okay? Next naman. So, ganun din yung gagawin ninyo. For example, ang unknown natin is si B. So, ang mangyayari dyan is ang involved is C sine A, or this one. So, mangyayari is B is equal to A times yung cross multiplication niya. So, A times sine B, and then over sine A. And then next, if the C is the involved, so ang mangyayari dyan is, and then, ang gagamitin natin is this one, si A. So, C is equal to, and then A times sine C. Yan, A times sine C, and then over sine, which is the denominator, the sine A. Meron pa. Paano naman kung ang unknown is si A, and then ang involved din dito is si C? So, magiging, paano? A is equal to C times sine A over sine C. Ayan siya. So, magiging A is equal to C times sine A over sine C. And the next, if the B is involved, and then yung involved is B. Oh no, the C. So, ito naman sa kabila. So, yung kanina ginawa natin is this one. Okay, so ito naman tayo. So, magiging B is equal to C times sine B over sine C. So, same with the C. C is equal to B times sine C over sine B. Ayan. Okay? Next. When the two angles of a triangle are given with one side, we first find the third angle and then use the law of sines to find the two or the other two sides. So, in here, in number 3, kapag once na yung meron tayong dalawang angles na given in a triangle, and then the unknown is the third angle, you need to find first the third angle before kayo mag-move doon sa other sides or the other two sides. Again, in a triangle, if there are two angles na given, kailangan nyo muna hanapin the third angle. Okay? We need to find first the third angle. And then let's use the law of sines in finding the two other sides. Okay? Okay. Next is, the law of sines can be used in solving a triangle when we know any of the following. Again, the law of sines can be used in solving a triangle when we know any of the following. So, ang law of sines is nagagamit din siya in solving the triangle kapag alam natin itong dalawa. The first one is that one side and two angles, which is the ASA or the AAS. So, angle side angle or the angle side. So, kailangan nating magagamit natin the law of sines if we know this one. And then the number 2 is that the two sides and an angle opposite of these sides, which is the SSA. Let's now proceed to the first example. So, we have here the given two angles and the included side, AA. Solve the triangle shown in the figure. So, we have here the figure. Okay. So, as you can see is, meron tayong isang unknown na angle and then meron tayong dalawang sides na unknown. Okay. So, what did I say a while ago or in the past slide? So, kailangan muna nating hanapin or let's find first the unknown angle kapag meron tayong dalawang given na angles. So, let's find first the third unknown angle and then let's proceed to the sides para magamit natin yung the law of sines. Okay, so just a review. In a triangle, the measurement of a triangle is 180 degrees. Again, in a triangle, the measurement of a triangle is 180 degrees. So, etong buong ito, ayan, is 180 degrees. So, para mahanap nyo etong unknown na angle is, kailangan nyo munang i-add etong dalawang angle and then ibawas nyo ito sa 180 degrees para mahanap nyo si unknown angle. So, yung makukuha nyo sagot, ibig sabihin nun, yan na yung measurement nung natirang angle. Okay, so let's see kung naintindihan. So B is the unknown. Magiging B is equal to the measurement of the whole triangle, which is 180 degrees, minus the summation of the angle A and then the angle C. So the angle A measures 43.8 degrees and then the angle C measures 62.2 degrees. So we have 180 degrees minus 43.8 degrees plus 62.2 degrees. And then the answer for the summation of 43.8 degrees and 62.2 degrees is 106 degrees. So we have 180 degrees minus 106 degrees, and that is 74. So the measurement of angle B is now 74. Okay? Okay, so now complete na yung ating angles. Now let's proceed to the other sides, or the two unknown sides. Let's find first the side A. So let's solve for A and C. Ayan. Okay, so gagamitin na natin dito yung the law of sines. Okay, now, since yung A yung unknown natin, meron tayong A over sine A. But as I said a while ago, in note number 1, we can still use the reciprocal of the law of sines. So, pwede rin siyang magiging sine A over A. Okay? Or sine B over B. Or pwede ding sine C over C. Okay? So, let's start with the A. So, A over sine A and then is equal to B over sine B. Siguro nagtataka ka kung bakit B yung ginamit ko. Ma'am, why B? Okay, so as you can see in here, ano yung side na may given or may measurement or may value. So, yung may value dito is CB or side B. So, paano na nga ba ulit tumingin ng mga sides? Explain ko lang, ha? Okay. Ayan, let's start. So, meron tayong angle A, angle B, and angle C. So, meron tayong triangle A, B, C. Okay. So, for the angles, ang magagamit na letters is capital letters. Okay? Don't forget that. So, capital letters yung ginamit natin for the angles. For the sides, ang gagamitin natin is the small letters. Okay. So, for example, si angle A. What is the opposite side of the angle A? So, ito yung katapat niya. Ito na. So, this is now the side A. So, anong ginamit ko? Is small letter. Okay, next tayo. What is the opposite side of angle C? So, yung katapat ulit ni angle C, ito. So, ito yung side C natin. Anong ginamit ko? Very good. Small letter C. Okay, next is, what is the opposite side of angle B? So, yung katapat niya, so this is now our side B. So, isulat ko lang para hindi kayo malito. Let's use the block 1. Ayan, B din to, okay? So, yan yung ating side B, which measures 15.8 inches. So, let's go back in here sa pag-solve ng unknown A. So, as you can see, ano yung in-explain ko kanina? Okay. Ma'am, bakit po B yung ginamit natin? Bakit hindi po C? Okay. So, ano yung merong, yung side na merong given value or given na measurement? Okay. So, that is B. Okay, very good. So, si B. Bakit hindi ko ginamit si C? Kasi si A na unknown na hinahanap natin is, kapag once na kinuha din natin si unknown na C, ayan, unknown na C, ibig sabihin, hindi na natin makukuha yung measurement ng unknown na A, since merong dalawang unknowns na magagamit. Okay, so for example, okay, meron akong pera. Ayan, meron akong pera. Ngayon, hahatiin ko sa tatlo. Okay, hahatiin ko sa tatlo yung pera ko. Ngayon, for example, yung unang hati ko is 3 pesos. Okay, so mayroon pang dalawa. Okay, na hati. Okay, ngayon, paano ko malalaman kung ano yung dalawang yun kung iisa lang yung given? Okay, iisa lang yung given tapos may dalawang unknown. Paano ko malalaman yung dalawang unknown? Ayan. So, manghuhula na lang ba ako na pwede siguro, for example, a total of 10 yung pera ko. Ayan. And then, may 3 pesos yung unang hati or the letter A. And then, yung B at saka C na hati is, huhulaan ko na lang ba na si B ay 6 and then yung si C ay 1 para a total of 10 siya. Ayan, ang dami yung probabilities. Okay, so ganun din dito. Kailangan na isa lang dapat yung unknown and then ang hahanapin natin or gagamitin natin is yung may given na value na. Okay, so ayun, dami kong dadadoon, dami kong explanations na naiintindihan nyo. Okay, so yan na, given na yung B natin. So gagamitin natin si B. Okay, now is isa-substitute natin yung mga values ng sin A, B, tsaka si sin B. So, yung sin A natin, ayan, or the angle A is 43.8 degrees. Ayan, 43.8 degrees or sin 43.8 degrees. And then, next is yung ating B, which measures side B. Ayan, 15.8 inches. So, 15.8 inches. And then, for the sin B, ayan, sin B is 74 degrees. So, we have here the sin 74 degrees. Now, we will be using now the cross multiplication or yung note number 2 natin kanina. Okay, so since si A ang unknown, ayan, so magiging pwede ding 15.8 times sin 43.8, that's okay. Or pwede ding sin 43.8 times 15.8. Okay lang yon kasi iisa lang din yung makukuha niyong sagot doon. And then, over sin 74 degrees. Now, kindly open the calculator na pina-download ko last time. Ayan, kung wala kayong scientific calculators. And then, kindly, ayan, kung na-open nyo na, o kung hindi pa, pwede nyo i-pause yung video. Ayan. Then, pag na-open na, ayan. So, i-click nyo yung merong, kung may nakikita kayo dyan na fraction, ayan, yung may box sa taas, may box din siya sa baba. Ayan, click nyo yon. Ayan. And then, after nyo maklik, click nyo dun sa may taas na box. And then, i-click nyo yung sign. Ayan, sign tayo. And then, lagay nyo yung sign 43.8. And then, close parenthesis and then open parenthesis for the multiplication. And then, kindly tap the 15 or 15.8 and then over, ayan, sin 74 degrees or sin or yung sin doon and then 74. And then just click the equals or the answer. So, ano nakuha natin dyan? 11.3765712234. Pero kunin lang natin yung numbers after the or the two numbers after the decimal point. So, we have here the 11.37. Now, i-round up natin dahil ang katabi ni 7 is 6. Okay? So, magiging 11.38 siya. Okay? So, that is the measurement of side A. So, yun. Yung side A natin, ito yung side A natin, which measures now 11.38. So, let's proceed now. Meron na tayo dito. So, yung unknown pa natin is si C. So, yung C ang gagamitin natin. Ayan. So, since, ayan, si C. Ayan, C. O, pwede nyo din gamitin si side A or pwede din si side B. That's okay. Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin is B. Si B muna. So, magiging, ayan, C over sin C is equal to B over sin B. And then, sasubstitute nyo lang yung mga values. So, C over sin C natin, si sin C natin is 62.2 degrees is equal to B or side B which is 15.8 inches and then over sin B natin, ayan, 74 degrees. So, we have here the sin 74 degrees. So, magiging, ayan, the cross multiplication step. So, C is equal to sin 62.2 times 15.8 over sin 74 degrees. So, ganun ulit yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so, delete nyo lang yan. Okay, and then next is, click nyo ulit yung may boxed or fraction dyan. And then, click nyo dun sa may taas. So sine 62.2, close parenthesis, and then open parenthesis, 15.8, close parenthesis, then click the denominator, so sine 74 degrees. So we have here the 14.53961961394. So round up ulit ninyo. So meron tayo ngayong 14.54. So did you get the answer? Okay. Let us now proceed to example number 2. Given two angles in one side, or the AAS, solve the triangle shown in the figure. So here's the figure. So we have here the triangle ABC and an angle, or a one angle which is unknown, and one side is unknown. So let's find first the unknown angle, okay, before we proceed to the sides. Okay, so the unknown angle is C, or the angle C. Okay, so 180 degrees minus the summation of the angle A and then the angle B. Okay, so 180 degrees minus the measurement of the angle A, which is 45 degrees, plus the measurement of angle B, which is 50 degrees, and then 45 degrees plus 50 degrees, that is 95 degrees. So let's subtract that from 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 95 degrees, so ang measurement ng angle C natin is 85 degrees. So we have now the 85 degrees for angle C. Let's proceed now to the sides. So let's solve for the side B and side C. Okay, so there are two sides pala na unknown. I'm so sorry, meron na tayong nakalagay dito na measurement or the volume. Okay, so let's solve for B and C. Let's try first the side C or side B. Okay, so B over sine B, and then why am I going to use the A? Because yung C natin is also unknown. So we will be using the side A dahil mayroon na siyang measurement. Okay, then let's proceed now in substituting the values of the sine B, A, and sine A. So the sine B is what? 50 degrees. So sine 50 degrees is equal to A, which is 8. And then sine A, or the angle A, is 45 degrees. So sine 45 degrees. And then let's use the cross multiplication. So magiging B is equal to 8 times sine 50, or pwede ding sine 50 times 8. That's okay. And then over sine 45. So kindly get your calculator and let's confirm if the answer is 8.67. So let's kindly get your calculator and then click nyo ulit yung my fraction dyan, or my two boxes, and then click nyo yung numerator, and then sine 50 times 8 over sine 45 degrees. So we have now the 8.66680352672. So by rounding up, the kunin lang natin yung dalawang number after the decimal point. So we have the 8.66. So yung katabi ni 6 is 6 then. So round up lang natin siya para maging 8.67. So that is correct. How about, since meron na tayong side B, let's now find first the side C. So, ganun din yung gagamitin natin is the A. Okay. So, ayan. So, C over sine C is equal to A over sine A. And then next is substitute the values. So, sine C is 85 degrees, and then is equal to yung A natin, or the side A is 8, and then the sine A, or the angle A, is 45 degrees. And then cross multiplication, so magiging C is equal to 8 times sine 85, or C is equal to sine 85 times 8, and then over sine 45 degrees. So, click, delete nyo yung una nyong ginawa, and then same process, so sine 85 degrees times 8 over sine 45. So the answer is 11.2706564244. And then meron tayong 11.27. So this is now correct. Now let's proceed to the ambiguous case, the SSA. The ambiguous case, when two sides and a non-included angle are given, three possible situations can occur. So what are those? The first one is no such triangle exists. Number two is one such triangle exists. Or number three, two distinct triangles may satisfy the conditions. Here are the cases for the ambiguous case. Letter A. A is less than 0 degrees and greater than 90 degrees. So case number 1, if A is less than B sine A, then sine B is greater than 1. This means that no angle B is determined, hence no triangle is formed, and there is no solution. Number 2, case number 2, if A is equal to B sine A, then sine B is equal to 1. This means that B is equal to 90 degrees and the right triangle is determined. Case number 3, if A is greater than B sine A, then A is less than B. Then two angles are formed. An acute angle B, triangle ABC, and an obtuse angle B in triangle ABC. Hence, there are two solutions. Case number 4. If A is greater than B sine A and A is greater than or equal to B, then there is exactly one angle determined. Hence, there is only one solution. So B, A is less than 90 degrees and greater than 180 degrees. Case number 5, if A is less than or equal to B, then it can be seen from the figure below that there is no solution. Case number 6, if A is greater than B, then there is exactly one triangle formed, hence there is exactly one solution. Let's proceed now to our first example. Solve triangle ABC using the given information. A is equal to 12 centimeter, B is equal to 23 centimeter, and A is equal to 34 degrees. Find B using the law of sines. So again, solve triangle ABC using the given information. A is equal to 12 centimeter, B is equal to 23 centimeter, and A is equal to 34 degrees. Find B using the law of sines. So we have here the given information, which is meron tayong A, B, and then yung angle A. So we will find the angle B by the law of sines. So we have, ayan, yung unknown is the angle B. So, yan si angle B. And then, as you can see, meron tayong side A. Side A. Meron tayong side A. Merong given value yung side A natin. And this is, ito yung side A natin. This one is our side A. Since, what is the opposite side of angle A? So, ito siya. So, meron ng given value yung side A natin. Okay? So, why not C? Kasi si C is unknown. Okay? So, we don't use that. Okay. So B over sine B is equal to A over sine A, and then just substitute the values. So our B or side B is 23 centimeters, and then sine B or over sine B, which is the unknown, is equal to A or the side A is equal to 12 over sine A, which is 34 degrees. So, meron tayong sine 34 degrees. And then just do the cross multiplication, and then you can apply that. So, meron tayong sine B is equal to 23 times sine 34 over 12. Okay? Okay. And then, just get your calculators. Yan, hanapin ko lang yung aking calculator. Okay. And then, just input the values. So, we have sine 34 times 23 over 12. So, the answer is 1.07178639832. But we will just get the this one. I-round up nyo lang. So, meron tayong 1.072. So, that's the measurement of the sine B or the angle B. Okay? So, big sabihin, that is the case number 1, which means that if A is less than B, so if A is less than B, sine A, then sine B is greater than 1. This means that no angle is determined. Hence, no triangle is formed and there is no solution. Because the equation sine B is equal to 1.072 has no solution, and triangle exists or no triangle exists with the given measures. For example, number 2, given two sides and one angle, SSA, solve the triangle shown in the figure. So here's the figure. Now we will solve for B and C. So B over sine B is equal to A over sine A, and then 11, let's substitute the values of the B and BA and sine A. So B is what? 11 centimeters over sine B, which is the unknown, is equal to A is equal to 18, and then sine A or the angle A is 73 degrees. Okay, and the next is we will be using the cross multiplication. Okay, so it will become sine B is equal to sine 73 times 11, or is okay kapag baliktad. For example, sine B is equal to 11 times sine 73. That's okay. Over or all over 18. So the answer will become 0.5844, or just let's get the degree. Then it will become B is equal to 35.76 degrees. Okay, and then next is we will be looking for the measurement of angle C. Since we have now the values of two angles, so as I said a while ago, that a triangle measures 180 degrees. Since we have the values of the two angles, let's just get the summation of these two angles, and then let's just get the difference from the 180, or from the total of the whole triangle, and then to the summation of the two angles. So it's like C is equal to 180 degrees minus the summation of A plus B, or the quantity of A plus B, and then 180 degrees is equal, 180 degrees minus, just substitute the values of angle A and angle B. So the angle A is 73 degrees plus the angle B, which we just got a while ago, and that is 35.76 degrees. And then just add the 73 degrees plus 35.76, and that makes 108.76. And then just get the difference of 180 degrees minus 180.76, and that makes 71.24 as the measurement of angle C. Okay, sana nakakasunod kayo. And the next is the value of the side C. Okay, so we have here the value of the side C. So C is equal to, C over sine C is equal to A over sine A, since that's what we used in finding or in looking for the measurement of side, the angle B. Okay, so next is just substitute the values. So C is over sine C is the measurement of angle C is 71.24 is equal to the measurement of the side A is 18 over the measurement of the sine A or the angle A, which is 73 degrees. Okay, so that makes, I'll just use the cross multiplication. So magiging C is equal to 18 times sine 71.24 all over sine 73 degrees. And that makes what? Kunin natin ang ating mahiwagang calculator. Kunin nyo yung calculator ninyo. Okay, so just multiply this one. So sine 71.24 times 18, then just get the answer all over sine 73 degrees, and that makes negative 0.397 131,869,47329. So let's check if that's correct yung other form. Let me just check. Okay, so let me just recheck this one. So sine 71.24 times 18 over sine 73 is 17.822,490,302,565. So that this one is belong to case 6, which means that if sine B is less than 0 and it's greater than 1, and A is greater than B, then there is exactly one triangle formed. Hence, there is exactly one solution. Okay, so we just tackled about the law of sines and then the ambiguous. Now we will be talking about the law of cosines. So we have here the figure, the triangle ABC. Ayan. So as you can see, ayan, ulitin ko ulit, in naming a triangle, always and always na yung capital letters are the angles, and then the small letters are the sides. So for example is we have here the angle A, so its opposite side would be the small letter A. And then same with the angle B, and then ang kanyang opposite side would be the small letter B. And then for the angle C, its opposite side would be the small letter C. Okay, so let's start with the law of cosines. So for any triangle ABC with sides A, B, C, or A, B, and C, so we have here the A squared. Kapag ang hinahanap ay ang A or the side A, so we will be using this formula. So A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. If the B squared or the B or the side B is the unknown, we will be using this formula in the law of cosines, which is the B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine B. And then the next one, if the C or the side C is the unknown, we will be using this formula. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine C. So what if the unknown is the angles? So for example, the angle A or the cosine A. So we will be using this formula. Cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. So magde-derive tayo from this formula, etong formula na to, para mag-get or para makuha natin yung formula for the angle A. So, paano ba tayo nag-come up sa ganyang formula? Ganito lang yan. Magbibigay ako ng sample. O, dito na lang. Okay. So, for example, ikakopy nyo lang itong si B squared plus C squared. So, magiging, dito muna. So, B squared plus C squared. And then next is, ayan, since ang hinahanap natin is si cosine A, ayan, so copy muna natin si cosine A. So, ilagay natin siya dito. Ipapakita ko lang kung paano siya nakuha. Okay? So, cosine. Ayan. Okay, so cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared. And then next is, etong si A squared dito, ililipat nyo siya dito sa kabila. So, pag nag-transpose kayo from positive na symbol, magiging negative. Okay. So, magiging negative na si A squared. So, negative A squared. And then next is, paano po nakuha si si 2BC as the denominator? So, ganito yan. Etong si 2BC cosine A, ililipat nyo lang din naman siya doon din sa kabila. Tama? Dito. Since, ito yung hinahanap natin. So, we have now the cosine A, and then lilipat natin si negative 2BC dito sa kabila. So, meron na tayong from negative, ayan, from negative, magiging positive. So, positive 2BC. Okay. So, para ma-cancel out itong si 2BC dito, at ang matira lang ay si cosine A, since ito lang naman ang hinahanap natin. So, i-divide natin ito, yung 2BC, both sides. Okay? So, magiging 2BC cosine A divided by 2BC. And then, is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. Ayan, 2BC. So, makakancel out itong si 2BC. Ayan, at saka cancel out din si 2BC. So, ang natira is si cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. Ganyan kung paano nangyari to. Okay? Nakuha? Okay, so same goes with this one. If we are looking for the angle B, so let's just use this one. Cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared over 2AC. So we just derived this formula from this formula. Okay, so gano'n lang din yung gawin ninyo. So si B squared dito, ililipat nyo lang siya dito para maging negative B squared siya. Ayan, negative B squared. And then, since si cosine B ang hinahanap natin, you can just input here, the cosine B. And then, si negative 2AC, lilipat nyo din siya sa kabila. So, parang ang magiging itsura niya is 2AC times cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared. And then, yung nilipat nyo yung negative B squared. So, divide nyo lang both sides, yung 2AC.
So, 2AC, 2AC din sa kabila. To cancel out the 2AC dito sa may gilid. So, magiging cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared over or all over 2AC. Okay? So, ganun nakuha din si cosine B. Same goes with the cosine C. Pero madali lang itong i-memorize. So, just look at this one. For example, ang hinahanap natin ay si angle A. Okay? So, we will be using the cosine A. And then, since si cosine A ang hinahanap natin, kung titignan nyo, yung nandito sa my third term, ayan, which is my negative, ina-negative nyo lang yung side na yun, and then i-square nyo lang. So, just like this one, the angle A, ang side ni angle A is A, or side A. And then, magiging negative siya, and then i-square nyo. So, magiging negative A squared. And then, the denominator is, i-multiply nyo lang sa 2, yung dalawang positive dito, which is the positive B, and then positive C. Gets? O same goes with here. Yung ina-negative nyo lang yung side B, yan. So, side B squared, i-squared nyo din siya. And then, multiply nyo lang sa 2, yung dalawang, si A at saka si C. So, same goes with this one. Since si C ang unknown, so C yung nandito, yan, C squared, or negative C squared, and then, yung dito sa may denominator, multiply nyo lang sa 2, yung A at saka B. Okay, so nakuha na. Okay, sana hindi kayo nalito. So, the law of cosines is used in solving triangles when given, letter A, 2 sides, and the included angle, or the SAS, and then letter B is the 3 sides, or the SSS. So, here are the steps in solving the law of cosines, or in using the law of cosines. So, in steps in solving the SAS case. So, first is, let's find the side opposite the given angle. Number 2 step, or the second step, is find the measure of the second angle, which is the angle opposite to the shorter, or the angle opposite the shorter of the 2 sides. And then this angle will be, or will always be, acute. So, we will be using the law of sines or cosines. Number 3 is find the measure of the third angle. So, those are the steps in solving the SAS case in the law of cosines. For the steps in solving the SSS case naman, number 1 is to find the angle opposite the longest side. So, we will be using the law of cosines. And then second step is to find either of the remaining angles. So, we will be using the law of sines or cosines. And lastly is to find the third angle. Okay, next, let's proceed to this example number 1. Let's solve the triangle ABC if B is equal to 6.83 inches and A is equal to 102.38 degrees. So, we have here this figure. Okay, so as you can see, in the triangle ABC, kay B, yung side B natin, which measures 6.83 inches, and yung angle A natin is 102.3. Tapos, yung side C natin is 9 inches. So, as you can see, we have here, anong case ito? Very good. The S side, angle side. So, we have the side or the SAS case. So, we will be using the law of cosines. So, in ano na yung formula kapag once nang hinahanap natin is the side. Ayan, yung side. Okay, and then we will be using the law of cosines. Okay, very good. So, the formula would become A squared is equal to what? B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. So, ito yun. Okay? So, kapag once na yung side ang hinahanap, yan yung gagamitin natin. Pero kapag mga angles, so ang gagamitin nyo is, for example, ang hinahanap natin is the angle A. So, we will be using the cosine A is equal to what? Cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. Okay? Am I correct? Okay, so yun yung diniscuss natin kanina dun sa past slide. Okay, so let's proceed in finding the side A. So A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. So para maalis yung squared dito is kailangan nating i-square root. Ito. Okay? So this will become A is equal to the square root of B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. And then just substitute the values. Okay. So yung B natin is what? Yung side B natin is 6.38. So 6.38 and then squared nyo siya since naka-squared yon plus yung side C natin is 9. So 9 and then squared minus 2 times the side B, ayan, which is 6.83 times C, which is 9. So 9. And then times cosine A. What is the measurement of the angle A? That is 102.3 or 38. Okay, so that is 102.38 degrees. Okay, and the next is just input that in your calculator. So, ang una, yan, sasamahan ko kayong mag-calculator. Okay, just get your calculators. And then, the square root of 6.38. So 6.38 squared plus 9 squared minus, multiply nyo yung 2, or i-multiply nyo muna si 2, 6.83, and then si 9. And then, just get the value of the cosine 102.38 and just multiply that to dito kay negative, kung ano yung nakuha nyo kay 2 times 6.83 times 9. And then, the square root of, i-square root nyo siya ha, so, or pwede nyo ding i-direct na din sa calculators ninyo na the square root of 6.38 degree, or squared, plus 9 squared minus 2 times 6.83 times 9 times cosine 102.38 degrees, and that makes 12.41 inches. So that's the value of the side A. Okay, now, next, yung second part naman ng problem na yun. Okay, so we will be solving for the B, or the angle B. So, in here, since we have now the complete measurements of the sides, which is the side A, side B, and side C, and then yung side A, that's what we just found in the last slide. And then we will be looking now for the angle B. So we will be using this formula from the law of sines. So sine A, or A over sine A, okay lang din kapag reciprocal, that's okay. So A is equal to A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, and then just substitute the values of the given. So A is what? 12.41 from the last slide. And then sine A is sine 102.3 or 38. Ayan. And then is equal to B, which is 6.83, and then over sine B, which is the unknown. And that's what we're gonna look for. So 12.41, and then we will be 12.41 over sine 102.38 is equal to 6.83 over sine B. We will be using now the cross multiplication. So that makes what? Sine B is equal to 6.83 times sine 102.38 over 12.41. And then just input that in your calculator. If you have your scientific calculator, and you can use that. And kapag wala, you can use the application that nada-download naman sa Google Play. Ayan. So, sine 102.38 times 6.83 over 12.41. So that makes 0.5376 or B, or kunin yung degree niya. So that makes B is equal to 32.52. So that's the measurement of the angle B. So kapag once naman na ginamit natin yung law of cosines, ayan. Okay, so cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared over 2AC, and then just substitute the values. So yung A squared natin, or the A, or the side A is what? 12.41 squared plus the value of C is 9. Ayan, si 9 squared minus the value of B, which is 6.83 squared, and then over, or all over 2 times yung A natin, that is 12.41, times C, which is 9. So, input nyo lang sa calculator ninyo, 12.41 squared plus 9 squared minus 6.83 squared all over 2 times 12.41 times 9. And then, what we get is 0.8432. Or just get the degree since ang hinanap natin is angle. And that makes the angle B is equal to 32.52 degrees. Okay, next is we will be solving now for C, since we have the measurement of side A and angle B. So, angle C na lang. Okay. So, in angle C, since complete naman na yung, or we have now the two given angles. Ayan, since meron na tayong dalawa, so from the total measurement of a triangle, which is 180 degrees, ayan, gaya nga na sinasabi ko kanina, isusubtract nyo lang yung summation ng dalawang angles, which is the angle A and the angle B, since yun yung dalawang may measurement na. So, that makes 180 minus angle A plus the angle B, and then 180 degrees minus yung angle A natin is 102.38 plus yung angle B natin is 32.52 degrees. Then, i-add nyo lang yon, and that makes 134.9. So, magiging 180 minus 134.9 is, wait lang, i-compute natin siya. So, magiging 180 minus 134.9, and that makes 45.1 degrees. Okay, so that is the measurement of angle C. Welcome to part 3. Ayan. So, in solving problems involving oblique triangles, the law of sines and the law of cosines are used. Okay, so we have here the law of sines and then the law of cosines. So, just a review, ito yung ginagamit natin na formulas in the law of sines. So, we have the sine A over A is equal to sine B over B is equal to sine C over C. And then, pwede ding reciprocal, pwede siyang maging A over sine A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Okay, if you're looking for the side A, so we can use this one. So, A is equal to B sine A over sine B. Or pwede ding A is equal to C sine or times sine A over sine C. If we are looking for the side B, we can use this too. So, A, it's either of the following: A times sine B over sine A, or C, or B is equal to sine, or no. B is equal to C times sine B over sine C. And then for the side C naman is C is equal to A times sine C over sine A. and then C is equal to B times sine A over sine B. So the law of sines can be used in solving a triangle when we know any of the following. So the first one is one side of two angles, which is the ASA or AAS, or two sides and an angle opposite of these sides, which is the SSA. So for the law of cosines naman, for any triangle ABC with sides ABC, so these are the formulas that we're gonna use. So in finding the side A, we have the A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. So if we are looking for the angle A, we can use the cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. If we are looking for the side B, we can use the B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine B. If we are looking for the angle B, we can use the cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2AC. If we are looking for the side C, we can use the C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine C. If we are looking for the angle C, so we will be using the cosine C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. So the law of cosines is used in solving triangle when given A, two sides and the included angle or the SAS, and then B, three sides or the SSS. So we have here the example number 1. So three sisters, Anna, Bea, and Chelsea, go to a park to answer their math exercises in their module. So each one chose a part of the park where to stay as shown in the illustration below. So what is the measure of angle A, angle B, and then si angle C? So as you can see, ayan, meron tayong tatlong parks dito. So itong sa monument, ayan, or sa Rizal Park, or Rizal Monument, chinose yan ni Chelsea. So ito si Chelsea. Wait lang nga, ilagay natin si Chelsea. So ito is si Chelsea. Chelsea. Yan. And then next is, kay Anna naman is the Chinese garden. So ito yon. So this is for Anna. Okay. And then this one naman, or the National Museum of National History or Natural History, is for Bea. Okay. So, etong tatlong magsisisters na to ay pumunta sa mga iba't ibang park para mag-answer ng kanilang math exercises sa kanilang module. Okay. Now, ano kaya mga measurement ng angle A, angle B, tsaka ni angle C? So, we will now look for the angle C muna. So, we will be using the law of, very good, law of cosines. So, cosine C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2AB. And then, substitute nyo lang yung mga values niyan. So, for the A squared, yung side A natin is 8. Yan, si 8 squared plus B is 11. And 11 squared minus C, which is 15. So, 15 squared over 2 times A, which is 8 times 11, which is the B. Okay, and then, compute nyo lang siya. So, 8 squared plus 11 squared minus 15 squared over 2 times 8 times 11. So, para hindi kayo malito, calculator nyo muna ito. Yan, si 8 squared, what is the 8 squared? And then, plus the 11 squared, and then, hanapin nyo kung ano yung 11 squared, minus 15 squared. Okay? And then, all over 2 times 8 times 11, multiply nyo itong tatlo. And then, pwede nyo nang i-add ito, and then, yung sagot nyo dito, i-subtract nyo. And then, divide nyo lang. So, that makes what? It is equal to negative 0.2273. Pero kapag kukunin niyo yung degrees, that makes what? C is equal to 103.14. So that is the measurement of angle C. How about the measurement of angle A? So we'll be using the cosine A. So cosine A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. So just substitute the following values. So B is, or the side B is 11, and then that makes 11 squared plus C is 15 squared minus A, and that is 8. So 8 squared all over 2 times 11 times 15. Then just input that in your calculator. That makes what? 0.8545, or A is equal to 31.29 degrees. Next is yung last na unknown, which is the angle B. So since we have now the two, the two given angles na, yan, nahanap na natin yung dalawang angles na yun. So we were just looking for the third angle. So ganun lang din yung formula ulit. So magiging B is equal to 180 degrees minus yung dalawang given na values or given na angles, i-add nyo lang yung dalawang yon. So magiging A plus C. So 180 degrees minus A, ano yung measurement ni angle A? That is 31.29 degrees plus the angle C, which is 103.14 degrees. And then i-add nyo lang yan. And then that makes 134.43 degrees. And then i-minus nyo lang siya from 180 degrees. And that makes B is equal to 45.57 degrees. Okay? So, yun na yung value ng ating angle B. So, that's the end of our lesson for this week. And not just for this week, but for this school year. Okay? So, congratulations everyone. Congratulations sa yon na nakikinig ngayon. Okay. So, thank you for listening from quarter 1 to quarter 4. Okay, so I'd like to read this saying from the encouragement quotes. Today will never come again. Be a blessing. Be a friend. Encourage someone. Take time to care. Let your words heal and not wound. So, kapag tapos nyo na tong napanood, so today, hindi na to may babalik again, but kindly have an impact to other people na makakasama ninyo. So, be a blessing, be a friend, and kindly encourage someone dahil gaya na sinasabi ko every time na patapos na ang ating lesson na hindi lahat ng tao ay magkakapare-parehas ang situation. So, kindly encourage them, and take time to care for them, for yourself, and for your family. So, let your words heal. So, yung mga dapat na sinasabi natin ay nakakagaling, magandang pakinggan, hindi nakakasakit. So, God bless everyone, and congratulations for finishing your quarter 4. Good luck to your grade 10 journey. Goodbye!